Hi, my name is Kevin Yoder. I'm a Bob Proctor certified consultant. I specialize in helping real estate professionals and salespeople accomplish their most elusive business goals by removing those disempowering paradigms, which are those thought habits that are lodged in the subconscious mind, replacing them with new paradigms that allow them to forge ahead and go after and accomplish any goal that they set, increase sales, increase commission, increase profitability, increased happiness, helping more people, and finding fulfillment in their careers. Today I'm going to share with you something that is the most sought after answer that we could possibly look after if we are a real estate professional or a salesperson, really in any field, because it covers something that is multifaceted. It covers every industry. It is the common denominator of success. So what is the common denominator of success? Before I tell you that, before I share with you what that common denominator is, let's break down what we're talking about here. It's a common denominator. So what that simply means is this is not just something that somebody had success with. It's not something that one person identified success through. Because it's a common denominator, it applies to all successful people that have ever had success in the history of people having success. So now that I've shared that with you, that's what this is. And so what it is not is just a fleeting success or something that just happens once in a while. This is the common denominator of all successful people. So we've all been told that the common denominator of success is to work harder. I was told that, and so I went ahead with that strategy. We all know people that have worked hard. In fact, we've known people that have worked their fingers to the bone. We've known people that have worked 40 years, 50 years just to retire and die shortly thereafter. And they've had a meager income in the process, and they didn't have a retirement income. So we know that by virtue of that definition, working harder is not the common denominator of success. Here's what the common denominator of success really is. It is that successful people have formed the habit of doing things that failures do not want to do. I'll repeat that again. The common denominator of success is that successful people have formed the habit of doing the things that failures are unwilling to do. It's interesting. It's not because they like to do it or that they want to do it. If you pay attention to the description or the definition of this, we'll see in there the word habit. And that's very important. It's an important part of the equation, is they form the habit. How are habits formed? Habits are formed through the process of discipline, over and over again, applying discipline, making yourself do something that you don't necessarily want to do, until such time that the habit is formed. We've all read the studies. It's anywhere between 15 and 30 and sometimes 50. And sometimes I've heard people say it's an entire year. Of course, it's different for every person. But they have applied discipline until it became a habit. And so what are some of those things that we can apply this to in real estate sales or in any sales, really? I can think of one that comes to mind. If you're a real estate agent and you don't like picking up the phone and calling on for sale by owners and expireds, that's a perfect example. And I can tell you from my experience from 2002 to 2010, that's 8 years of falling into the trap of doing things that failures like to do, which is what? The things that come easy, the things that I know I should have done the other things, but I was doing the easy path, the path of least resistance. So what that would mean is checking email and just waiting for business to come my way until I understood this. And by the way, I applied this strategy, the common denominator, before I even realized what it was. Until I began to work on my skill set and I picked up the phone and I called expireds every day for 3 years. And I called them for sale by owners until such time that it became a habit. And the reason why this works for successful people, and I had to learn this the hard way, 8 years is a long time to do something the wrong way, is we do it not because we like to do it, but because we've connected the dots between the actions and the result. It comes down to that, the goal. It comes down to the goal. So in order to accomplish big things in real estate sales or any sales business or any business, is you have to be willing to do the things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, because you have a bigger why and a reason for doing so. It powers you through, it pulls you through that. Not because we want to do it, but because we've connected the dots between the action, the daily action, the things that we're doing in private, so that maybe someday we can be celebrated in public. Not that that's the reason that we're doing it, but it's what is required in order to have the ultimate success. The common denominator is doing things that failures are unwilling to do. Now, this may not be easy to accept. So it would require introspection and looking at your own business and what is it that you've been avoiding. That's a question I had to ask myself. Harsh question in 2010 came when I had 0 closings and 0 income that month. When Christmas came around and I couldn't provide for my family. That was my moment, my awakening, and I realized I had to do something different in order to have a different result. So I applied this common denominator before I even knew that there was a term for it. And the end result was I doubled my business year after year. Went from 6 million in volume to 12 million to 18 million to 24 to 30. Now I'm not sharing that with you to impress you, but to impress upon you that because it is a common denominator, that anybody can apply this, regardless of your industry. We all know that there's something in every industry that feels a lot like this particular conversation for real estate. I hope this has served you today. If you'd like a copy of the article written by Albert Gray with the title, The Common Denominator of Success, send me a DM in my Instagram. That way I know you're interested in this, and just let me know that you watched the video and you'd like a copy of The Common Denominator. Just head on over to my Instagram page. If you're on Instagram now, of course, just send me a message, DM me. And if this is on another channel, of course, just find your way over to my Instagram page and DM me. Of course, if you like the content of this video, you like more, make sure you subscribe. And that way, whenever I share a video like this is all going to be mindset in helping the real estate sales professional accomplish their most elusive business and personal goals, and doing so in a very short period of time using science and psychology. My name is Kevin Yoder. I hope this has served you today. I look forward to connecting with you soon.